Mass, it is Nick Bendiak.
Climbing into car number 26, a driver from Stanford, Marvin Winkler.
And then starting in the scratch spot, this gentleman comes all the way from India. Aditya Shaman with car number 66 out of Wilbraham, Mass, in one of the rental cars.
So we will be ready to turn them loose. The top 20 ready to go with Chuck Harrison looking for his first ever Stafford victory in the front row. So we are ready to turn up the volume. And this should be a barn burner. Richard Ceriello alongside the 99. And we get him fired up. Big lead early on for Harrison.
Harrison ran this strong in his qualifying round, but then he kind of settled back into position, Matt, but that's not the story now. Here comes some of the big guns. Hopkins working his magic. He's already up to the top 3. Look a little further back. That creamsicle-colored car of Bassett is there with Brandon Michaels in the neon yellow and orange car. Those are the first and second guys in points. And in front of that group of cars, Matt, that's where you've got the young ladies that know how to get the job done. Megan Fuller, and in front of her is Chambrello.
Yeah, Megan Fuller perched right behind the back bumper of Jason Lafayette. We have a battle for second. Here comes Michael Hopkins as he is throwing off sparks. He is all over Richard Ceriello like static cling. And here he comes. And Hopkins is able to move into second.
There's no question about it. He moves into second. And right there with him, a little cat and mouse action, like a Tom and Jerry cartoon, is Vince Gambacorta. Now, we saw Vince Gambacorta last week run exceptionally strong. So I guess it was no fluke, Matt, because he's up on the podium in the 3rd spot. As Ceriello has dropped back to the 4th position. And a little further back in this, Alec, as we look back in this, we're seeing that Brandon Michael has dropped back just a little bit, and we're surprised at that, Matt. He was running right there with Bassett just a lap or 2 ago.
Yeah, he just tried to make a move underneath Daniel Chuck and was unable to make it. We have a battle for the lead. Harrison trying to hold on by his toenails, but whiplashing his way out in front. Here is Mike Hopkins. By a whisker, he will beat Harrison into turn 3.
Bottom of turn number 3, leader of the pack still remains Michael Hopkins, but who's coming to the front of the class? It is Gambacorta, who makes his presence known on the inside. No surprises here. It's once again Chuck Harrison has done a good job of holding on for second, but the heat is on, and the traffic is coming to the front of the field like rush hour on 91 on Friday.
Speaking of rush hour, Megan Fuller just got by Ceriello, and Bassett did the same thing. Bassett trails Michael by 14 points in the standing. And now Michael, he is having a difficult time to find racing room as he is unable to get by Bassett. At the front of the field is Michael Hopkins. Best battle for 4th and 5th. And Travis Hydar holding off Bagnall. And up at the front, he's lived a charmed life so far, Michael Hopkins.
No, there's no question about that. Oh, we got
the yellow.
Oh, 2 spins.
Wow, that was almost lights out.
And on Friday, August 31st, the Lincoln Tech 80 Valente Modified Racing Series big event where the stars come out, the Woody Pitcats, the Chase Dowlings, all come out to compete here at the Stafford Motor Speedway in tour-type racing action here for 2018. Max Yamato, junior, looks him over and gives him the green. And they are side by side, Matt. They work their way down into turn number 1. But to the advantage is Hopkins. Hopkins has a little more giddy up. I guess that's why they call him Lightning, because he's definitely showing lightning now.
And so is Vince Gambacorta as he tries to move to the inside of Chuck Harrison. Chuck Harrison, this is one of the best runs of his Stafford career. If something happened to the Gambacorta car, it was comatose as it was able to take a backward step, and moving into 3rd is Travis Hydar. So Hydar taking advantage of the mishap by Gambacorta.
Certainly is, Matt, and it's not done yet because they're side-by-side racing a little further back as Bassett is blocked in, and so is in Brandon Michael. Meanwhile, the 21 machine of Jason Lafayette is sideways but gathers it back. You got to give credit where credit is due. He is back into the top 5, but Bissett sees an opening on the bottom, and he is the guy to watch as he's coming to the front. Now, Megan Fuller is following Brandon Michael. Jambrello is up on the outside as they rumble back to the line. 10 down and 10 to go.
Now remember, Bissett is involved in a fierce point battle with Michael. 14 points at the start of the night. And right now, Bissett is a couple of positions ahead of Michael, and he wants another one as he goes after the back bumper of the Chris Bagnall car. And some sparks are flying as the car goes around. That's Nicole Chambrello. She is around in turn number 4.
Nicole Chambrello, I think that is her worst point of the racetrack because she sometimes struggles.
He needs to be trucking now because he will restart in the number 6 position alongside George Bissett Jr. Remember, there are 2 races. The main race, Michael Hopkins trying to get away from Chuck Harrison, and then the race within the race, the point battle between George Bissett and Brandon Michael.
So 11 laps of 20 now complete. Here they come. The pace car strings it out. Wheel and engineering lights are off. And it looks like we've got a pretty good start. And it appears, no question about it, car number 78 has the advantage. And it almost looks like two-faced, that car, Matt. One side looks a certain way, and the other side's completely bell out.
Well, right now, he will waltz his way around the corner. George Bissett involved in an intense battle for 3rd and 4th. To the inside is Chuck Harrison, and here comes the pup. And he is able to growl his way into 3rd place, and he is taking Michael with him.
Well, Brandon Michael is running this event as smart as he possibly can. He has waited and been so cautious. 12 laps are up on the board. He has come to the front with the skill of a surgeon. He is setting in the 4th spot. He doesn't necessarily have the best car on the racetrack, but he's making every move count. And speaking of every move count, Bissett has just moved into 2nd underneath Travis Hydar.
He was able to blockbuster his way underneath the 11 car. Now the 77 of Bagnall moving away from Harrison. Also trying to move up is Lafayette. But now it is up to George Bissett Jr. How close can he get to Michael Hopkins' bumper over the final 5.5 laps?
Well, there is 5.5 laps, and he is getting quicker, and he is getting closer. Hopkins is aware that he is moving in. There's no question about that as he continues to close the gap. And who's there with him is Travis Hydar, and Brandon Michaels. He is also trying to pick up the pace. 5 circuits is 2.5 miles. It doesn't sound like much, but it is a lot, Matt, when you stop to think about it, especially when you're running for a championship and a victory here at Stafford.
And especially when you're the leader. 2.5 miles can seem like 200 miles. But it is Hopkins to beat everybody across the line with 4 laps to go. But the lead is dwindling. George Bissett is not giving up. And before too long, over the final 3.5 laps, we could have a barn burner going.
Certainly has. About the same distance from 1st and 2nd is between 3rd and 4th. So the margin here as they work their way to the front of the field is so close. But here comes Bissett. Now he is really reeled him in. But look at Brandon Michaels, Matt. Brandon Michaels is going to the podium. Michaels moves to the inside of Travis Hydar. Brandon Michaels is showing that he has matured so much as a driver, and he is looking for this championship. Look at them run side by side, Matt, and lean on each other coming up on a lapped automobile.
He has been patiently aggressive, and he is able to twist his way underneath the 11th car. But Hydar is not giving up. And that is a very important battle, not only for Brandon Michael, but for George Bissett. Bissett, will he be able to strike as we head to the final lap? In striking distance is Bissett. They are sharing the same Hans device as they go into turn number 1. Hopkins trying to hold off the determination of George Bissett Jr.
Hopkins is still in the leader, but they head down the back straightaway. Bissett, if any move is going to come, it's got to come between 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Hopkins guards the spot. Bissett reels him in. Lap traffic up ahead as they come off turn number 4. Michael Hopkins has done it. He will take down the win. Bissett will finish in second. Brandon Michaels for third in a squeaker. Travis Hydar for fourth. Then the number 77 machine will round out the top.
He is out of the car, and he will be ready to be interviewed by the gunner, John Gates.
Okay, Michael Hopkins waves that Napa checkered flag high in the air. Mike, man, good run. The 78 car was tough tonight.
Thank you so much, man. We've been absolute. I don't even know. Car was terrible for a long time, and we went back to our original setup and just beat ourselves over the head. Like, we got to do this. We're good. So, got to thank so many people. Joe Ham standing here, my crew, my family. Thank you so much. There's a couple people that couldn't make it tonight. Sorry, you guys, but hey, a win's a win. My girlfriend Meg, thank you for sticking by me. Leading to Unlock, look them up on Facebook, great business consulting firm. Skips, sheds.net, Skips Outdoor Accents are great people. Bubba's Performance, Joe, thank you so much for the help lately. Tudor House Liquors, you guys have been great. Waddell Communications, O'Sullivan Welding, thank you so much. My mom's going to make Victory Lane, that's awesome. Who else? We have DMS Photos, Sunoco Race Fuels, Napa, Stafford Speedway, thank you so much.
All right, good piece of driving there by the number 78, Michael Hopkins. He goes to Victory Lane in the street stock main event. Let's talk to George Bissett Jr. He drives car number 39, second place tonight for Junior, and a good run. George, congratulations, man. I almost lost it there. Hey, good run, second place.
Yeah, man, thank you. We've been starting in the back, like 12th, 11th, 10th, that area. And, we have a good car, and I can't thank my guys. We put countless hours in this car. It's always good every week, fast every week. We're very confident in what we got. Congrats to Mike. He's been running up there. It's cool he started up front, got the win. Congrats to him. Just can't thank all my sponsors enough. Lasker Roofing and Sheet Metal, Lisa Plumbing and Heating, Good Hill Mechanical, Bagel Man, Associated Lightning Rods, so Joy's Auto Wrecking, Barlett Welding, Tom Hughes Insurance, and just everybody else, my mom, my dad, my sister, my girlfriend, Ann, who came, Becca, everybody, Poppy and Grammy, Tony, Chippy, Davey, just everybody, Bones. It's just great to have you guys with me.
George, coming off of turn number 4, that car looked awful quick, man. Almost caught the 78 there.
Yeah, maybe a couple more laps would have had him, but congrats to him. He did a hell of a job, and we'll go get him next week.
All right, 39 goes second tonight. George Bissett Jr. behind the wheel. Let's talk to our third place finisher. It is the number 74 car, Brandon Michaels. Brandon, good run once again. Congratulations.
Thank you. We had a couple issues today. Had to change the tranny right before the feature. Thank God it held together. Our other one had some issues, so luckily we had our spare with us and we're able to get it back together and ready for the feature. It's starting in the back pretty hard when you got a bunch of rookies up front or people that like to bounce off each other, but we took our time. I followed Bissett to the front and was hoping to get a few more laps to get to the front, but a podium finish on my birthday, I can't complain. Cars in one piece. Hopefully a couple people learn how to drive a little cleaner next week, or we'll have some roughing up to do, but we're here. We're trying to gain the points each week and just stay there and see what it comes out to at the end. I got to thank everyone that helps out on this car. Rad Auto Machine for the awesome horsepower, Brody Transmissions, Basement Screen Printing, All Season Small Engine Repair, Ray Navaroli, Route 10 Tire, Peaceful Pools and Spas, and my girlfriend, Morgan, my mom, my friend Jordan came out tonight to watch us, my family, everyone that helps out, and we'll be back next week.
All right, man, good deal right there, and happy birthday to Brandon Michael. Third place tonight in the street stock main event.
Well, congratulations goes out to them.